Welcome to Papa Junk Shop. We had an opportunity to get this battery tender brand MPPT solar charge controller. Got a really good deal on it, so thought I'd give it a try. It's 12 and 24 volt MCU controller, 3-stage charging, cylindrical battery chemistry, AGM, standard, and lithium. Automatically detects 12 or 24. LCD display, 30 amp automatic load output control, operational timers, 2 USB, 5 volt, 3.4 amp maximum output, temperature sensor, protection against over voltage, low voltage protection, reverse connection, short circuit, over current, and over temperature. Common negative grounding for battery. Maximum solar panel voltage output 100 volts. So, got a instruction manual, and I've looked through it. It's like all that stuff, about half of it's safety stuff. Product specs: maximum input voltage 100, maximum input power 12 volt 450 watt, 24 volt 900 watt, maximum output 12 volt 30 amp, USB output 5 volts times 2 3.4, working temperature 14 to 104 Fahrenheit, minus 10 to 40 Celsius. It's 9.4 inches in length, 6.7 width, 2.5 height. 2-year warranty. And got China certification, of course. And they show you how to hook it up. And it's got a display on it, but it doesn't have a lot of useful information, I don't think. It's mostly to set up the timer for the load control. And doesn't really have any place where you can do the amps and stuff like that. So, and you can't change any of the settings, I guess. You can just pick lead, AGM, or lithium, and it's all preset. So get a look at it. Physically pretty good size. And there is the temperature sensor. Got a real nice feel to the case. I mean, it feels sturdy and nice finish on it. Looks like we got some nice big connectors. And apparently you lift this up. Yeah, okay. Pretty good size screws there. That's nice. A nice heat sink on the back. The case is plastic, of course. So let's give it a quick try here on the bench with some. You know, my power supply doesn't put out a lot, but we can see how she goes. And I'll just use my jump pack as a battery. So let me get some wires hooked up and I'll be right back. Okay, got her hooked up. Say I just got it on my jump pack. I'm going to turn my jump pack on. Okay, the display lights up. It says we got 12.2 volts. Picture of a battery there, partially 3 bars. Looks like there's 4 bars total. It's got a little, apparently a light bulb for the load. Looks like it's on. It's set for 12 volts. And we have 12.2, and there's a moon showing, so I assume that means there's no input, which I don't have any. So I think this is the menu button. Okay. That must be standard battery, so that'd be lead acid. Let's see. Hold this one. Oh, there we go. So now, not sure. Couldn't read the book, but okay. So there's lithium. And there's the other one. So I want to get back to lead acid standard. Okay, so I hit the menu again. Yep, guess so. It says MPPT there. Okay, so get my power supply leads here. Fire up the power supply. I'll turn it down as low as it'll go. Negative. Positive. Try to get this so you guys can see it. I'm going to turn up my power supply, and we'll watch and see when the moon goes away and the sun comes out, I guess. That's how it works. Okay, there's 3 volts, 4 volts, 5 volts, 6, 6.8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I blinked. So now we have, the moon went away, and maybe that's supposed to be a sun. There's 13.3. Oh, okay, I'm going to put this down. See if I can block it a little bit. There. And I got my ammeter hooked up here, too. See if I can get it in the picture here. Okay, I got 13.4 volts coming in. We still don't have any amperage to speak of. There's 14, 15, 16. Who would have thought? Okay, now we got a blinking light. So it's got to get up to 17 before anything much happens. Okay, something's starting to go here. Okay, the power supply says 3 point, now it's changing. Wait till it settles down. Nope, went back off again. Okay, still at 17 volts. Okay, now it's going to try again. Amperage is going up. Oh, dropped off again. So I'm going to turn this up a little more. 17.5. Okay, it's trying again. So, crank her up to 18. There's 18 volts coming in. So 18 volts in. And every once in a while it dries. There it goes again. But it doesn't stay. So my solar panels say 19 volts is the peak. So there's 19 volts. This. I can't believe it. That's. Oop. Yeah, I had to move that camera, didn't I? Yeah, I know my videoing isn't very good. Hopefully you guys can cipher it out. I'm going to plug something into this. Got a little inverter in this jump box, so I'll put a little load on it. So apparently it figured that battery was up enough. Let's put some more. That's not a very big load. Let me find something a little bigger. Okay, so battery's down to 11.7. Got 19 volts coming in. That's going to be more than my power supply wants. So there's 18 volts in. Okay, amperage is coming up. Still more than my power supply wants to do. Trying to come up with a... Okay, so I got 16.4 volts coming in. 7 amps coming in, and we're getting 7.6 into the battery. So we've gained a little bit. So 7 amps on the power supply and 7.7 here. The battery's at 13.6. I got about a, I don't know, 75 watt bulb maybe running. So it's holding pretty steady. Still 7 amps coming in. So if I shut the load off, this is at 14.5. Still got 3 amps. Okay, she just decided it was time to shut down. I'll turn this back on. Showing the battery pretty empty, and it's starting to come up. Got 5.8 amps in and 6.6 coming out. So it does gain. It's kind of a poor test setup, but hopefully you guys are able to see this. That's 6.4 amps, and up there we got 5.6. I get this hooked on the solar panels, we'll see how it performs too. So I'm going to shut everything down here, and let's take a look at the innards. Okay, looks like we got 6 screws on the back here. Okay. I don't see anything else. I guess let me do a little exploring. Yeah, I was trying to make it difficult, I guess. This screws just hold this front cover on. Okay, there we go. Definitely MPPT because of the big inductor up here. It does have a really nice terminal block compared to some of them. And just looking it over, the components all look nicely soldered, and I don't see any that look like they're crooked out of place or anything. They got things secured. The display on the front has its own little circuit board. So looks like the build quality is nice. This apparently is the heat sensor for the heat sink. So overall, it looks pretty nice. It's just a plug and play machine. You can't change anything in it. And it doesn't really tell you a whole lot other than voltage. That doesn't mean it's not good, I guess, but it'd be nice to know a little more information about what's happening. So overall, I guess it's looks like a pretty good controller. So I think I'll hook it in the new solar panel and see how it does. Looking a little further at this, there's one thing that I don't like. I don't see any fuses in there at all. I like the idea of having some fuses in there because stuff goes wrong. So if you're going to use one of these, you better make sure you got adequate fusing on the outside of it. So I think I'm going to call this one a video because I'm going to have to make some changes to get this mounted on my solar panel. So if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Thanks for watching. And I know the videoing wasn't the greatest on this, but hopefully you'll be able to get some useful information. So we'll see you next time.